Indonesia is the most populous Muslim majority country in the world. 87% of Indonesia state Islam as their religion in their ID card. For those who are not familiar, Indonesian residents carry Kartu tanda penduduk or ID card that tells us our religions, marital status, and occupation. Indonesian government currently recognizes 6 official religions: Islam, Catholicism, Christianity, Hindu, Confucianism, and Buddhism. In the past few years, government also recognized traditional faiths like Kejawen, traditional Javanese spiritual traditions to make it more inclusive under penghayat kepercayaan, believer of the faiths. The requirement to embrace religion is enshrined in constitutions and Pancasila. Every Indonesian citizen must embrace religion. You can privately not to believe in any religion. You just can't share your thoughts publicly. Otherwise, you might end up in jail like Alexander Aan in 2012 for sharing atheist content in Facebook. To be clear, Indonesia is not a religion-based state with the exception of Aceh, a province in North Sumatra where Sharia law applies. If you want to stretch that a little bit, you can say Indonesia is a God-inspired based nation. In this video, I'm going to talk about how Indonesia becomes religious and how religion plays a huge role in Indonesian life. And most importantly, what does it mean to you, my dear viewer, when you come to visit Indonesia and befriend Indonesia? Now, let's start the video. How Indonesia becomes religious. I'm just going to explain it very briefly here. Before Indonesia becomes a country as we know today, hundreds of traditional native religions like the Javan I mentioned earlier have always existed. Then come Hinduism and Buddhism through Indian traders, sailors, scholars in the 8th century. That's how we got a huge Borobudur Buddhist temple in central Java, one of the world's wonders. In the 13th century, Islam came and spread through Arab Muslim traders and Wali Songo, 9 saints of friends of God. Around the same time, European powers, traders, and missionaries from the Dutch and Portuguese came to spread Christianity. In today's Indonesia, Christianity dominates eastern part of Indonesia like Manado and Papua. That's a very brief history of how Indonesia becomes religion. I'll leave the links in the description if you want to know more. Next, how religion plays a huge role in Indonesia. To answer that question, let me share a personal experience growing up in Jakarta, because I believe my experience is not unique. People with authority around me, from teachers, parents, all send the same message one way or another. Religion is a source of moral authority, strength, and ultimate deliverer of cosmic justice. Yes, we have multiple religions. Growing up, we didn't think all of them can be right. We saw them as a spiritual doors to connect to God. Choose religion that speaks to your soul, and it doesn't matter which one, because all lead to God. At least that's how I was taught. To have a healthy fear of God is seen as a good thing because it gives authority like parents, teacher, peace of mind. You will do the right thing because God is always watching. Morality, as in what is right or wrong, in the West is fluid, and dare I say, individual-centric, compared to Indonesia at least. For example, in the state of New South Wales, Australia, where I live, from November 2023, you can access voluntary assisted dying VAD. If you are terminally ill, you don't expect to live in the next 6 or 12 months, and your suffering can be relieved in any way that is acceptable to you. VAD proponents frame that as a compassionate and dignified way to say goodbye to loved ones while you still have your function and faculties. The idea of VAD is not going to fly in Indonesia. Even Indonesia Health Department approved website Halodoc states morality and religion is the first controversy for euthanasia. God gives us life and only God has the right to end life, period. To have VAD is seen as playing God and lack appreciation for the gift of life. I use VAD to illustrate how religion shaped the view of morality discourse in Indonesia. You can pick other examples like sex before marriage or abortion. It doesn't matter. The bottom line is morality-based religion is not up to debate in Indonesia. Sure, they might regulate that out of practical commercial reality, but it doesn't mean it's moral. Second reason how religion plays a huge role in Indonesia is the social aspect of it. Many of my friends are actively involved in their religious organizations while juggling the demands of young families. They often say it's their way of putting God first in the life and giving back to God. I don't doubt their sentiment, but I suspect the social aspects matter as much. It gives them the sense of belonging, shared purpose, and reminder that their mundane life serves a higher purpose in life. What might surprise people in the West is all the state-recognized religions in Indonesia are declared national public holidays. That's one thing that I miss in Indonesia. We have way more public holidays compared to Australia. Third reason how religion plays a huge role in Indonesia is it gives you a social standing. Here's the inconvenient truth. If you want to run for public office in Indonesia, you need to show you can pray, quote some phrase from Holy Book, be seen as wearing religious attires, good policy and track records be damned. Perception outweighs substance. That's unfortunate reality in Indonesia. Politicians are increasingly comfortable to weaponize religion for power. What does it mean for foreigners in Indonesia? Now we have seen how religion plays a central role in Indonesia. If you are new to Indonesia, there are some things to keep in mind. First, don't come to Bali during the month of Nyepi. Bali is overwhelmingly Hindu. It's the holy period where they stay at home. Most shops, tourist area will be closed. During the fasting month of Ramadan, avoid eating in front of public or people you know are fasting. Eating in designated area like food court or inside the restaurant are fine, but not just a random place in public. I'll leave Indonesian public holiday link in the description below. Second, this is important. Please pay attention. Do not make a joke about religion. Just like you can't make a joke about a bomb in the airport just because this is the first time you are flying. Asking questions respectfully out of curiosity is fine. During the War of Terror in 2011, it was the first time that many non-Muslims like myself heard the word jihad. There's a fair bit of negative association with that word. So my Muslim friend told me jihad literally means holy struggle. And the highest form of jihad is the mother giving birth to the child, not terminating innocent life. If the questions come from the place of respect, no problem. Third, religion always plays decisive factor for Indonesian to get married. One of the most frequently asked questions in my video of four cultural things to know before marrying Indonesian is, can we get married if my girlfriend is Muslim and I'm Christian? Current Indonesian law doesn't allow two people of different faiths to get married. If your girlfriend or boyfriend is Muslim, it's almost always expected that you need to convert to Islam. I don't have the official statistic for this. That's purely anecdotal observations. Catholics and Buddhists are more chill. Again, this is just a personal observations. I have seen many of them convert to one, two or another for the sake of paperwork. Once the paperwork is done, they just go worship whatever original belief they had. That's it for me, guys. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave in a comment or send me an email. Also, please give it a like and subscribe if you learned something new. I'll see you next time. Bye.